What do Dwayne Johnson and Mark Wahlberg have in common? Well, besides this movie right here, they're both in Miami for the movie premiere of Pain and Gain. Hi, everybody. I'm Zay Zay, and we're talking to the stars for Cinemovie TV. When you were doing research for your role in this movie, what was the most shocking thing that you found out in reading this story? Obviously, it's a true story.
Well, the most unsettling thing is that all of this horrible stuff happens to my character, and he tries to talk to the police, and the police, for whatever reason, because the story seems so preposterous, because my character seems untrustworthy or whatever, they just walk away. They don't do anything. They don't believe him. They don't help him, and he becomes twice a victim.
Twice a victim. So, does it make you a little more nervous to come to Miami, knowing that these things could happen around here?
No, I like to think that the Miami police have learned a valuable lesson and that everything's okay now. I'm going with that.
What was the most shocking thing that you found out about this story?
Well, just that a lot of people got really duped by this guy, Daniel Lugo, who's Mark Wahlberg's character. And when you read the convoluted stories that he would tell people, and people bought it, it's quite extraordinary. I guess he still is, quite an intense man to make people believe basically that the sky is green.
Right, exactly.
And they would buy it. And my character was one of those people who definitely fell into his web of lies.
I think one of the most outlandish things is their attempt when they really realized they had to kill him, and they get him totally drunk. They smash his car into this thing, and one of these idiots puts a seatbelt on, so the guy's not killed. I mean, that was one of my favorites.
It's completely crazy. So, is there anything that you guys wanted to get in the movie that didn't make it? A scene, a story, a specific thread?
Trying to think. We did have to cut out some pretty crazy things just because there were too many crazy true things in it. I think it was just that there were so many people involved, and we boiled it down. But that was an ex-prison guard who's
the parole guy. He was a prison officer
whose basically sideline was getting rid of dead bodies. He just came in at the end. He's like, oh yeah, I can throw those out for you. It's like, jeez, what the hell is going on?
They had access to a lot of bad guys.
What was probably the most shocking thing that you learned about this story?
The most shocking thing I learned about my character, when he was in court the day of his sentencing, they're looking for him. They find him in the bathroom having sex with the paralegal. So it's like, I'm like, I know this dude. I love this dude. If it's going down, I'm going to get one last shot in before I get in there. You know what I mean? So you got to respect that.
Got it. This is the private investigator, if you guys know the story yet, that actually broke the case way back when, right?
That's true.
Tell me something about the case that we probably won't see in the movie.
Oh my God, there's so much.
So much.
Oh, it's a complicated case. The case is so complicated that the Miami-Dade police didn't believe it. Okay.
Wow.
I briefed them for 3 hours on the case. I gave them all the documents. I gave them all the evidence, and they couldn't go out and make an arrest.
Were you ever nervous during your whole investigation of this at any point?
Yeah.
You were?
Yeah.
They threatened his family. They threatened me. They threatened his wife. They threatened all his children. And my dad took the whole thing down without a gun. So that's what you won't see that in the movie, but he took it down with his brains and not bronze. So that's the biggest thing of the case is he took everything down with his head and not with a firearm, which Michael Bay will not display in his movie, but and then
it wouldn't be mayhem.
It's entertaining.